Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Cultist Simulator. It's January. January's very slow on YouTube and in the wider gaming release community, so this gives me a great opportunity to try and get our rotation back up to speed since we're Let's Playing a bit more on the channel. So, we're looking at Cultist Simulator because it's a personal favourite of mine. No other real reason other than that. I believe the pseudo-sequel or the next project from these guys is coming out later this year at some time, so I look forward to checking that out. But I'm a real big fan of this. We're actually going to specifically look at the Exile DLC. You can see it up here. This is a radical change to the core game. These are more just different, almost classes. You pick your sort of, I think they call it a legacy when you play through. And those ones are, you know, they're DLC and they're interesting, but the Exile is well and truly different. It changes the core loop entirely. So what is Cultist Simulator? I don't want to say it's a clicker that'll turn people off. It's very heavy on Eldritch lore and it's fantastic writing. A lot of walls of text, but a lot of, you know, Cthulhu sort of Lovecraftian stuff as well. So that might hook people immediately. You do in fact build a cult, but you sort of have this unique card mechanic of slotting cards into workspaces. Like you can work, you can dream, you can research, you can do all these weird sort of different actions, and it's all about collecting cards that then you use as actual physical things. Like you might have people join your cult and weapons and items, and then you can send them off on sort of like vault raids, or you have more sort of, you know, like academic papers that you study, or even knowledge as a card of like the sort of esoteric. Anyway, the Exile has you sort of on the run. It's really hard. It's kind of roguelike-y. It's very interesting, actually, and I haven't played it for, well, since it released. So let's just pause. Is this paused? I think it's paused. That says unpause. Okay. Put on fast forward and pause. Right, what is this button? I don't even know what that button is. Okay, that's cool. So let's go. We've got a different map straight off the bat. Okay, gotta try and remember how this works. All right, we've got stolen years. Right, which really makes me think of, let's get a name for our Exile. Something original, something different, Gronk. Stolen years. There are actual years, I believe, right? Generously donated life as entered in the Cindered Tally. Yeah, so Sunless Sea and I think Sunless Sky specifically has years as a currency. They mine crystals that have years in there, and you can sort of spend years in the mine and then offset it with mined years. It's very strange. It's very cool. Trace. A betraying clue that my pursuers may recognize. Reckoners appear more quickly and are more powerful when there are more traces on the board. The foe himself can appear once there are at least 5. So 7 is really bad, okay? The escape plan. I need to get somewhere. I'll be safe, at least for a little while, right? And then over here, we can employ, which in this case would be a plan. Make use of something. Address opportunities, run operations, or convert cash. Now, if we click on this, it should highlight what we can do, which, there we go. We're going to employ the escape plan. So we've got all these stolen years. The bad guys are onto us, or probably the good guys in this case. And then we've got sort of currencies down here, perhaps. From under their noses, my old Confederates are out searching for me. I hear their whistles and their fingers snapping at every corner, and no wonder, given what I've just stolen. But enough was enough. All right, fire it up, unpause, bang. Let's pause it here. Onwards. I know a woman named Orsolina in Venice. She wasn't always a woman, but she lived there she's lived there a very long time. Okay, Venice. So we've got this location card of Venice. We're going to collect that. I know a woman. Yeah. Okay. No, we covered that. It can only exist once. So we've got that down there. All right. Oh, that's cool. That when you mouse over it, it's very cute. All right. So what's going on here? Far enough and fast enough. I have more than enough cash for the journey, but I might need to travel light. We might bring it down to normal speed. Leaving a city will shake off your pursuers, but they'll find you again eventually. So running from city to city is how you slip traces, I believe. Right behind me, this one knows my face and I know his. And what's this? The wheel turns. The sun crosses the sky, night pursues it. So in the core game, this would be more like you have to pay rent or recover from illness. This is just the passage of time. Can I employ anything? No, so I just have to let these tick over. And we'll see what's going on here. A hostile move. The assassin is moving against me. Direct reckoner attacks cause wounds if they succeed. They usually succeed unless you provide a card to defend yourself. You can also try to bribe them with a decade, though they may get greedy, right? So we could throw a decade this way to avoid becoming wounded. Now what's this? Far enough, fast enough. Cash, 2. Okay, so this is travel. So we've got escape plan. These are temporary, I think. Well, you know what? Let's just plonk them there. Maybe the circle means they're temporary. I can't actually remember. If I drag the 7, all right. Let's chuck this down here because that's kind of currency. All right, let's start figuring this out. So we've got plan, which I have none to implement. We've got intention, which is I can travel to Venice to try and shake this. Depart. I'll need cash to pay my way, so I'll probably have to pay $1 for that. Time to go. Have I forgotten anything? You can only take portable assets with you. Departure will end all ongoing reckoner actions and remove all traces, but will also abandon assets, locations, destinations, local contacts, and ongoing operations. Well, I don't really have them. So the hope is that this is a reckoner action, I believe. So the hope is that that will delete almost immediately, right? Let's find out. 10 seconds, maybe it just needs a wind up time, so let's let it wind. Wait, did you take my $2 game? Oh no, the passage, oh this did, no. Maybe the passage of time took my, didn't I have $2 game? You fuck? Huh. Maybe it cost me $2. Okay. Now what's this? Preparations. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Let's let it tick. Let's let it do its thing. Alright. Departure, farewell. Usually when these little pictures come up that indicates a sort of a jump forward in your story. Well, wow, this is going to be cutting it fine. So that ticked 3 lots of 10 seconds. I'll try and remember that. Right, and that shook this dude, right? Which is good, which is great. It scrubbed our traces, and I suppose now we find ourselves in Venice. Arrival. Orsolina keeps a little fish restaurant in Canarigio, I think is how you would say it. You know my trouble, she told me last visit. Bacala was always my weakness. I've never tasted it. I'd still be living in the earth, no doubt of that. If I'd never tasted it, I'd still be living in the earth. Oh wow, so she's been dead or something? But that's the point, it's all kind of mysterious. So we could speed that up. Let's speed that up. Okay. So there's Orsolina. So we've got her as a sort of contact, muscular woman with a steady gaze. Her diet has changed since her days in the Lionsmith service, but she still retains some of her old strength. Okay. Got cash, and we got the Venice card back. But we're already here, so I doubt we can escape to there. Now what's this here? Reconnoiter. So recon. It's a cold old world out there, but I know a few tricks. And what's this? The place behind desire. Is there something to be learnt from the satisfaction of desire? So this is a sort of vague descriptor of your wants and needs, your desires, which is in the base game occasionally as well. Now, I've got no intention. I've got no plan. Let's just let them tick over. All right, what's happened here? We've reconned a knife's secret, which is a scrap of lore. It should be the same in this game as well, which is sort of just a general, I don't know how to describe it. It's a scrap of lore. That's how I describe it. We'll probably end up with a shit tin of them. We can recon Venice. It's probably not a bad idea. Let's do that. Walk the city seeking opportunities. Sometimes this will create a trace, right? So I'm popping my head up to have a bit of a look around, which may get me in trouble. Can I interact with the knife's secret? The deadliest of weapons. No reckoner is ever foolish enough to pass into the high levels of the mansis, to draw the attention of the true long. Now the mansis is this dream location, is probably the best way to describe it, but like all things in this kind of Lovecraftian manner, it is kind of beyond description. That's sort of the cosmic horror element point. So the mansis is a place that you can travel to in dreams, and that's a big part of the core game. To draw the attention of the true long or their masters would invite annihilation. But my foe has some traffic with the hours of struggle and conquest. Had some traffic, okay. He enjoyed certain protections. Boldness draws attention. This will destroy the current obscurity and create a trace. I don't know what the fuck that means, so let's go. Let's give it a go. If in doubt, put your finger in the hole. Or you put your head in the hole. You know, that's just always been my general approach. That's why I get my head stuck in things. All right, relinquish. I've changed the dressing. I can move well enough. I could wait for it to heal or heal it with stolen years if I'm in a hurry, but it'll certainly take a whole decade and it'll certainly be noticed. Right, so I've got a wound. 7 of these will end me. So this is sort of an end condition. Health system works differently in this game. Relinquish. Sell, abandon. What is that? Extirpate? Well, that's a new one for me. Now what's this? Repurposed life, which would be years. Right. Use a stolen decade, though this may attract reckoners. Or if I have identified a source of vitality, I could use that. Right, that's one of the core things in the main game. Let's just let some things tick over. The wheel turns. At the end of each cycle, reckoners may also enter the city. It's more likely if you've created a trace, and much more likely if you've created more than one. Right. So this is essentially a doom timer. Each time that ticks over, there's a chance that people will pick up my trail. So you can't stall. All right, a glimmering. This is a temporary, you can see it's got a 180-second timer. This is a sort of temporary fleeting, almost like the scrap of lore, but it's just fleeting. Venice. Walk the city seeking opportunities. Sometimes this will create a trace. Instead, we got a dawn card. Now, what is this? This is very temporary. Sunrise when the world is clean. It's a very powerful knock, lantern, scrap. What can I do with you? Cash. Oh, I might be able to pay to... Oh, hang on. What is this? Relinquish. Sell, abandon, expirate, or surrender. I thought the gold coin highlighted. Oh, I think I can sell years like that. I can sell, really raise cash hurriedly. So that's cool. So we can sort of do a conversion there. I can continue to recon Venice, which I think is probably wise. I need more stuff. Now, what's happened here? Dangerous possibilities. Even my foe has weaknesses, but he guarded them carefully. Discover what distractions will work against your foe, and you'll be able to choose the most advantageous place to fight him. Okay, well that's worked out very well. An unknown weakness. Oh, are they all... We got a trace. It's a bit of a shame. It's a real problem. But we've sussed out that this dude has weaknesses. If I can uncover this weakness, it'll give me an advantage. Okay. You can find out through experimentation and revelation. Now we have a temptation, defiance. This is a line of division or something like that. Latin was never my strong point. I'm on the wrong side of that line of division now, but perhaps it's also an opportunity. So I think we can lean into the fact that we wish to defy our previous betters, you know? Oh, let's use the dawn while we still have it. Is there something on my mind? Temptation. Defiance. Okay, let's see how that goes. I clench my fists, feel the strength in them. The time is coming when I'll stop running. sooner than they think. Okay, so this might give us a more directed avenue. Bit of an overarching objective. Now, trace. Can I get rid of the trace? With the right resources, I could throw my enemies off the scent. Use 2 cards with deception, but no more than 1 address. Okay. I don't believe I have any of that stuff. Okay, yep. Okay, there's not much we can do except just kind of eat shit on the trace. And I don't think we can travel yet. Alright, let's let this all tick over. Communication. I have excellent reasons not to contact anyone from my old life, but that may yet change. Temptation, escape. So we've got a second avenue. I've stolen a fortune in years from a reckoner lord who trusted me. He'll pursue me across continents, but even his reach has limits. Achieve 7 obscurity to send a taunting message to your reckoner foe, disappear forever, and win the game. Okay, well, we have a win condition in the escape avenue. However, we are kind of leaning into the, whatever the other bloody one was. Communicate. Communicate, temptation, escape. Right, so that's how you would end condition. Let's put that over there for the moment. Okay. I clench my fists, feel the strength in them. The time is coming when I'll stop running sooner than they think. So we've generated a rage. We're the fury of a patient man. This is actually quite a powerful temporary... Oh, 300 seconds is quite a bit of time, actually. Knife secret I can keep planning against. I wonder... Now, I generated a trace when I did that earlier. Defiance. The chorality of the 10 guinea word that accepts that adepts use to mean both the edge of ours and the edge of ours endless striving. Like most reckoners, I've stayed well away from all that. I have no idea what this is about, so this is a little bit more, well, unclear. Now, I can't employ that, can I? To nope. Okay. I think I'll continue to push the knife. No, there we go. I can't. Even though it's highlighting already. What can I do here? What can I do here? Nothing. Let's let those tick over then. Let's see what this brings us. What is this anyway that we're doing? Oh, reconning Venice. Cats. What is this crap? I found a place bristling with excitable cats. Oh, gross. Great. God, I hate cats. And what's this? A trace. It's hard to pass through the world and not leave footsteps. Okay. Seems we've generated a second trace. At this point... Oh, what is this? Employ cats? Plan? Follow. I'll investigate a little bit more closely. This will renew the lifespan of the opportunity in case you need it later. Huh. Aspect. Opportunity, right? Let's not do that. Let's not do that because we'll let the timer just tick. We'll leave that free. Still can only recon Venice. Oh, can I communicate? Oh, I can communicate with Ursulina. A meeting with Ursulina, La Scavatrice, the Delver, in my own language. Okay, that's something. Can't use the cats there. Let's continue to recon Venice. Even though we're generating traces like a motherfucker, we need to come up with something. Now, what is this? Too many traces. I left one too many traces. Reckoners have followed me here. If you have more than one trace on the board, it'll usually draw reckoners. Okay, arrange an initial meeting. Ursulina welcomes me with a huge, fierce hug and listens to my troubles. Of course I will help, she insists, but it is not easy for me to cross the lagoon, not in my condition. I have eaten too much from the sea. But there is still something that makes me, that may help me in the vault of the Palazzo Dario. The Palazzo is haunted, but not too haunted for us, I think. Okay, well, we've got a location, which we could probably recon. 200 years ago, an immortal named Pokebald worked alchemy here. In another 100 years, it may slide into the canal. It's wreathed in mist and... I need to click it again. It's wreathed in mist and prowled by gloomy dead, but Orselina believes its vault has never been breached. Alright. Yeah, so you can see this will have the vault desig, which is a big part of the main game as well. You sort of lead raids. Let's plonk that up there. Oh, I can travel to it, actually. Let's see. Let's check that out. Get in, get the goods, get out. I don't think it's ever been that simple. Resources. I can use my wound. How is that a resource? What about a knife's secret? We might actually use the cats because they're on a timer. Unless, can I use any of these? I can. How long's the glimmer got left? 100. I'll chuck the glimmer because that'll give me these aspects. And so there's probably gonna, what will happen after the timer is there'll be something for me to overcome, and it will probably, I'm assuming you'll give me another opportunity to slot more aspects to sort of, it's like skill checks in a traditional sort of RPG, right? Alright. Plan. Communicate. Orselina has lit the lamps in her workshop, oil not electric. I appreciate the trouble that you are taking. Okay, what is this? Redness. Pokebald's alchemical substance. Right, which is what we're doing the raid for. Okay, so that's how we interact with her on the back of the raid. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, shrugs. If not now, then yeah, that's fine. So we can't really do much there. So let's wait for these to tick. Venice, what is this? What have we got there? Opportunity, a connection with a holy man. Charity brings clarity. What can we do with this? Plan. This is all right. Purchase with years. Add enough years to match the price. Will that do it? Here's someone who will only accept payment to the currency of the Cindered Tally. Alright, well, here we go. Let's pay for this opportunity. I guess we'll continue to recon Venice. We've already got bloody opportunities. Oh, was that communicate with Venice? Fuck. It's a shame I locked it in. I think I could communicate. Connection to a holy man, and done. A mutually beneficial arrangement with a learned holy man. Look at this. He is pretty stacked, actually. He has a deception aspect as well. So we might actually be able to clear some things here. We could do that, for example. But no more. Alright, now what's happened here? Begin a caper. I've begun. Keep an eye on the operation. Complications will arise. Right? So that's... A busy night lies ahead. Ready. 3 momentum means success. There'll be complications before that. Okay. So, I could plan with the holy man. Make use of something. I don't really have anything. Okay, that's fine. Right. No, we've already done that with Orselina. Okay, I think I'm good. Just let it tick over for the moment. Right, a complication. The nameless name of the velvet has passed this way. Of course, right? Sure, whatever the fuck that means. This mist is the hem of her grey garment. It'll be hell to find a way through. Most complications can be defeated with enough of the appropriate aspect. Needs forge, 2. Needs lantern, 2. Okay, so let's have a look. What have we got? Especially in the disposable range. We've got heart and edge. Okay, what else? I don't suppose the... No, it's lock and frost or something? Winter. That's chalice, grail. There's forge there. I guess I could put $1 in, right? What else have we got? Holy heck. Forge 6? Let's get Ursulina involved. Once again, fire and ingenuity have served me well. So she's going to help us navigate that. The search. There's a tingling sensation. The more traces on the board, the more quickly the pursuers will be able to move, so this is all developing quite fast. Okay, we've reconned another opportunity here. Purchase a profane weapon. It's much easier to find firearms now since the war. If you have the weapon already, this will replace it, which may be useful if it's exhausted. Same thing. Payment. Oh, we can do it with $1. Purchase. Let's do that. I'll just keep reconning Venice. No. Communicate. Send discreet messages from Venice. This is how you generate an escape. Yeah, so we should have been doing this earlier. If I run, I should run somewhere I have an old friend or at least an old acquaintance. This allows you to find a place to flee to, but there is a small risk of traces. Worse, the reckoners might get there before you. Okay. Reinforcements, that's not good. Yep. Profane weapon. So what's this? Yeah, edge makes sense. Worth. Can convert it into cash if I need to. And it acts as a weapon. Portable as well, that I can travel. I can carry this with me as I travel. Okay, well that's good. Profane weapon. What can we do here? Useful against my foe's protections. Or would be useless against my foe's protection, but I may regrettably have to shoot someone else at this point. You can attack reckoners. Right. What's this? Sell the asset for cash? Right, I see. What was the Holy Man connection? I can't remember. Oh my god. Venue. Need a venue. So you can start like little shady businesses and that sort of thing. I'd have to continue exploring Venice. Alright, for the moment we just sort of wait. Onwards. Valletta. We've unlocked Valletta. Now I doubt I can recon Valletta. So we're not there, but we could travel to Valletta. So at least we have an opportunity. My old comrades in arms, it's an exile in Valletta. It's been a while, but I did save his life in the Great War. Once you leave the current city, it will never be available again, so you can't backtrack. So, just like at the beginning, we could do this, but we'd have to get some expenses covered as well, which means we probably want to... We want money, we don't really have an income, so let's see if we can't cash a year. Once I find a better alternative, I should do it as little as possible. It will quickly draw reckoner attention. Start floating years on the market, but we need the money. I mean, we've already got Valletta, and Valletta's good enough. Let's keep reconning Venice, because we'll see if we can generate some more opportunities while we're here. What's happening here? Another complication. Now, there's one momentum, and I need 3. Cobwebby, reproachful remnants, fragile but quicker than they look, and their touch will draw the years right out through the skin. Okay, holy shit. So we need edge of 8 or winter of 8. Now, I've got 6 forge. I have no winter and I have no edge. Now, pistol's going to give me what? 2, 4, maybe if I get them all in there. We had winter somewhere, didn't we? Rage. That's 8. That's a total of 8 on the board, but geez, it's going to take me a while. We got 4 winter with the wound. Yeah, I can get the edge, but I think I have to work toward it. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it gives me an opportunity to put more edge on. But that is going to just take us forever, and these dudes are about to bloody rock up. Shit. Can I communicate with Valletta? No, I can't. Now, how did I get the temptation thing? I think I got rage from Defiance, from planning there. Yeah. Now, what's going on here? A hostile move. The assassin is moving against me. Direct Reckoner attacks cause wounds if they succeed. They usually succeed unless you can provide a card to defend yourself. You can also try and bribe them with a decade. Now, is this an opportunity to shoot this dude? Attack my pursuer. This will destroy all obscurity. We don't have any obscurity, so that's it. We're just going to gunfight this prick. Technique. Okay, a knife secret. Whatever. I outmatched them, and it's time they knew it. An attack that uses both an edge technique and a weapon will always hit. Well, that sounds pretty good to me. Looks like that'll pop off first as well. I've generated a trace. Get rid of that. That's from my recon. What is this? Medical credentials. I could take the opportunity to qualify extremely rapidly as a doctor. Raise cash in a hurry. Right. Honestly, if I could, I would love to make the most of this while we're still here. Hopefully we can kill this dude. Let's just keep reconning Venice. I'm just going to keep going hard in the paint at this point. We've generated a trace, so we're up to 3. Was it 1's bad and anything... 0's good, 1's bad, anything beyond 1 is really bad. Yeah. The foe himself can appear once or at least 5. So maybe there's a scenario where we try and fight the foe, you know, and 5 is ideal. Anyway, so there you go. That's Cultist Simulator Exile DLC specifically. It's wonderful. I love it. It's really cool. I'm getting well into it as well. Not that there's anything wrong with the core game. Core game's fantastic as well. But this is just very, very different. This whole mechanic is different, and I might even like this more than the core game, to be honest. Anyway, like I said, we're scaling up our rotation. You're going to see a lot of, not new games, but a lot of new games to the rotation, so maybe from yesteryear. It's mostly stuff that I just want to play right now. We'll buff out the rotation on the channel, and we'll do some more episodes of the stuff that you guys want to see more of. So let me know if you want to see more of this. I'd be happy to keep covering it because I really enjoy it. Team, we might just leave it there for the time being. I'll catch you guys on the next one.